common and people should be aware of it, but I feel like most people are fully neglecting it, and it just meant to fail from the very start because people are just not knowing about this. And I'm going to be sharing this in this video. Let's crush. I think we're all aware of these moments when we're so motivated to finally make a change, to work on something, and it goes well for a week or 2 weeks, but then somehow the old habits return, we start slacking and everything is gone, and our goals and our motivation is just flying away, it disappears, it fades away, and we're just back to where we started, and we're very disappointed. And in this video, I want to be sharing something that I think should be way more common and people should be aware of it, but I feel like most people are fully neglecting it, and it just meant to fail from the very start because people are just not knowing about this. And I'm going to be sharing this in this video. If you don't know what this is about, this is the Mindset Week now around the Black Friday, where of course next to the sale that we are offering, we also want to provide an opportunity that now from Monday to Sunday, you get some valuable insights, just some short videos around mindset. And we also have a Discord group open where you can come join, you can share your journey, share updates, you can use it as a blog, you can ask questions, we can hold each other accountable, you can set a challenge there, you can kick off your journey with implementing a new healthy good habit, whether it's around nutrition, whether it's around fitness, whether it's around poker, studying, your relationships, your life, business, can be literally everything, something that you have been postponing for a very long time and you want to decide for yourself, okay, now it's the time to change. We, as the coaches from Raise Your Edge, are going to be there and we're going to be holding you accountable. All information around the sale you're going to find in the description. Don't want to bother you with advertisement here for too long. Let's get right into the content. So, as I said, a lot of the times we're motivated, especially at the beginning of the year. Remember, we want to do something, we're fully aware consciously that smoking is bad, we stop it for a week, 2 weeks, and then we're back at it. Or drinking alcohol or studying is good for us, and then we start slacking and keep watching Netflix more often than we would actually like to. So science has found out over the last couple of years, and I think this is now pretty common, and you might have heard it takes 30 days to change a habit. Now, something that I've discovered, and I think also makes a lot more sense, it takes actually 60 to 360 days, or like 60 days to roughly a year. 60 days if it's a more easier habit, or something that doesn't take so much time to change, or up to a year. So now think about it. And of course, it also makes way more sense because we're all so different. For me, meditation, it actually took me around a year because my background, I was always action quick. Let's get shit going. And I was not that kind of patient person. I was playing football. I was heavily involved in esports when I was 16, 17. Then I got into poker, hyper turbo sitting goals, all ins left and right here, boom, boom. And in my off time playing video games. So you can imagine that this overload of stimuli is definitely not something that helps me with my patience. So it's not just going to take 30 days to unwire my subconscious mind for something that I have been doing the complete opposite way for like 10, 15 years, right? So this is of course something, the longer you have been adopting that kind of habit, then it'll also take a little longer to implement that. But the good news, at some point, it will feel so much easier. But this is not the main message I want to share in this video. The main message I want to share is, how do you find that consistency? Well, you need to understand that for everything that we change, you need to have a certain amount of intrinsic motivation. And what you also need to understand is that our brains, we are biologically wired in a way that we want to preserve energy. That's why it's so hard to operate out of our comfort zone. We want to stay in the comfort zone. I mean, our brains don't want us to change because it wants to preserve the energy, right? It's just a very natural way of surviving. But of course, we have changed over the hundreds and thousands of years, so we actually have a lot of energy available. Now, the problem is, if you don't have intrinsic motivation to change something, after 1 or 2 weeks, it will feel so hard and you just go back to your old self. So for every change, you have a certain amount of effort. You can call it the cost of effort, the level of effort, or whatever. Let's call it the cost of effort. So you have to give yourself a certain goal or certain benefit, if you reach that goal, that is greater than the cost of that effort, right? So for example, if I would offer you to switch your energy provider and you would save a couple of bucks per month, you would not do it because you know it's such a pain. You have to send me your documents, you have to call your energy provider, you have to sign a new contract, etc. So a few bucks a year wouldn't make the difference, but maybe 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 150 bucks. You get the point. You can measure it there in a monetary value. And this also works the way we are trying to make a change. And if you're not really aware of why you want to have a fitter body in the first place, why do you want to play poker in the first place, why do you want to make all that money, what's the benefit of it? Making money is not a benefit. You need to have a precise, clear reward of reaching that goal that will trump all the effort you're putting into. Because then once you're in those moments of huge effort, you're gonna remember, yeah, it's worth it. And then it's also way more likely, and even if it just increases the likelihood of you succeeding by 10 or 20%, that's massive, that's a lot, right? So there's no guarantee for everything, and all we're trying to do, especially as poker players, is getting the odds on our side. So be aware of the fact that you need intrinsic motivation. And also ask yourself, are you okay with your current life like this in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? If not, then change. Make yourself fully clear of how you want to change, where you want to go, and more importantly, it's not so much about the journey, because it goes left and right, it goes zigzag, unexpected things will happen and you need to adjust. But understanding exactly why you do something is so damn important. That's why I started with this video here today, because we start this journey. Before you all motivated start into this journey of, I'm going to be working out now every day, I'm going to be studying poker 5 hours every day for this week, and I want to make it a consistent habit. Make yourself fully aware and conscious. Why are you doing this? Why do you study? To become better in poker? Why to become better in poker? To make more money? Why to make all that money? What are you gonna do with that money? How is it gonna help you? Maybe you wanna pay back your parents? Boom, and then you also have something you're emotionally attached to. This is a real reason, a real why. You wanna travel? Why do you wanna travel? You wanna be free? You wanna achieve this freedom lifestyle? Why do you wanna achieve it? You wanna discover new cultures, new countries, whatever, why? You wanna meet the love of your life? Boom, you have a very strong why, right? You get way more emotional about it. You can start picturing it. It's not just something, I just want to have more money because society, it's cool to have more money, maybe this car. I mean, there might even monetary shit that really excites you. I'm not saying everything needs to be about love and happiness. Maybe you really love this Rolls Royce and you want to buy it, or this new Tesla, and you're really into cars. The problem is a lot of the superficial materialistic things is something a lot of people are just enjoying it because they think they are becoming someone that they actually don't want to become just to impress people, right? We all know that. But there's certainly, as I said, certain things that really excite you and you don't actually care. You just want to have this car because you enjoy it, right? So make yourself fully aware of this. So as a homework, practical tip here, whatever it is, why are you doing it? What's your motivation? What's your reward from it? Remember that you won't change. Remember this example of the energy provider. You won't change. You can say so badly, I want to do this. I want to sign up for this new energy provider. Yeah, but if the reward is not big enough, you're not going to be doing it, right? So I think it's a great illustration of how we are wired and what we need to do in order to make a habit permanently changed. And also then staying committed, consistent, and here and there, if you fall back, that's okay. It's not going to work 100% perfectly fine. Just a few tweaks, just a few things every day that we can improve on. That's already enough. So I hope you guys found some value in this. Let me know in the comments. And then don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm going to be sharing more of these kind of videos the next couple of days around mindset, around changing. Also, I will be sharing a great video on when it comes to bluff catching and what we can do mentally in order to find good ways to make good bluff catches, make good laydowns, and preserve or protect our money. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you tomorrow.